Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another GSR stream. We're here for tier number 2, round 9 in Austria, our final Austria Grand Prix of the weekend. On a fine Sunday, I'm here, GSR Axe, just by myself today. Unfortunately, no co-com. But we do have a full grid today, and you may notice some of these timings on the left-hand side are a little bit slower than normal, and some slower than what we've had over the whole course of the weekend. That's because most are compromising their qualifying because we have a wet start to the race. I'm not sure how much rain we're scheduled to get, but I'm assuming if they're putting on the full wet setups, it's going to be some pretty heavy rain. And hopefully we can get a good one today. We've had some pretty good races this weekend, and tier 2 usually brings good racing. Full grid as well. Should be alright today. So a couple minutes to go here. We've got Mr. GSR Luke on pole position with a 3.290, and Edgars follows him with his F1 boy, Mr. Luke's teammates there in the Alfa Romeos, rounding out your top 3. Archie's on the lap here. We'll get that for you guys as I link this up to the stream quickly. Alrighty. Archie, not sure how good of a lap he's currently on. I did not see any of the deltas. Looks like it's going to be a 3.90. That'll move him up to P3. That's a solid by him. F1 boy coming to the line minimally up here. Will he gain anything out of the final corner? It's a 10th for him. It's on pole. 103.234. That's fastest of the day. And that'll be his qualifying. Done and dusted. Bama missing the apex of turn 3, slightly the hairpin. See the sector split once he comes through. Even McLaren crossing the line, not sure if they're starting a lap. That would be out the Beep Cheever C Mahoney. Bama up by almost half a tenth here. Coming to sector 3, half a tenth would put him, would keep him P6. We'll see if he has a good final corner. Little wide. Gonna carry the speed though, and this will be P5 for Bama. A good time there. Davis up marginally coming through the sector 2 split. Actually, now that's a 2/10 difference right there. On for a 0.4. Does he improve anywhere in the final sector here? Come to the final 2 corners. DRS open, and it's only a 10th improvement. He's going to stay P7. He's going to go for another lap here. Let's see if anyone finishing. I believe that is Striker. No, that would be Edgar starting his lap now. We've got a Haas coming to the line. That's Thrasher starting his lap. I think his qualifying is actually over. We've got Jensen Bartley moving up to 8th place here with the 103.6. And Hissy moving up to 15th, crossing the line there. We've got Luke. Is he on for pole here? A little shaky out of the final corner. Up by a 10th. Is it enough to get pole? It is not. He's down by 1/100th of a second behind his teammate F1 boy. Luke reserving in that Alfa Romeo today. Doing a solid job here. up in second place in qualifying. Archie moves back up to fourth place here in the Williams. Now we've got a Merc crossing the line. That'll be MNK Boy down in 14th. Let's see if he has an improvement here. MNK Boy moving himself up to 10th place. And now coming across the line, Edgar's. And he will go, wow, 2/10 quicker than F1 Boy. And that'll be pole position for Edgar. With a 103.0. No one breaking into the 102, so maybe showing that a lot of people are put on the wet setup here. So, after Austrian Grand Prix qualifying, we've got Edgar's on pole here by 0.2 of a second over the two Alfa Romeos of F1 Boy and Luke. Archie currently 4th. Bama 5th, rounding out your top 5. That is, and now Beeb Cheeb, C. Mahoney, Davis, Jensen Bartley, and MNK Boy round out your top 10. We've got Cart, Riles, Scotty, Super Whammon, Hissy, Thrasher, Hot Wiles. I don't know how to say that name. I apologize for that one. Chili, Striker, and Cameron with the qualifying ban today. That'll round out your qualifying session here in Austria. I think we're going for a wet race now. We'll see who gets good start off the line here. Oh yeah, it's super heavy rain today. As people get ready to go here in Austria. We're past the halfway point of the season. Only 6 races to go, including this one. I'm pretty sure. 12. No, it would be 7, including this one. I apologize. So 7 races to go in this championship. We'll check on the point standings here while we get a formation lap going. Everyone, yeah, on the full wets. So, point standings for Tier 2. We've got, I believe it is Beeb Cheeb down in 6th place. He is actually leading our championship standings with 85 points on the season. Davis, 2K7, currently qualified in 8th. He is in 2nd place. Riles in 3rd. GSR Hamilton, unfortunately, not here today. P4, Archie Cyberbot in 5th. And then Aid, who had moved up to Tier 1, he's down in 6th. MNK Boy in 7th, tied with Aid with 52 points. And then it's PFL Solberg, who unfortunately had to leave. Alabama Outlaw in 9th, and Utah Elephant rounding out your top 10. So, at the top, though, Beeb Cheeb Davis separated by just 8 points. And they start 6th and 8th today. Edgar's not really in the championship fight here. He's down in 15th with 24 points to his name. He's currently on pole. Looks good for a good race today if he can get off the line cleanly. And obviously Luke being reserve is not really anywhere in the championship either. And F1 Boy has not had a great season to this point. 10 points. He's been the qualifying master, but he just hasn't been able to translate it into the races. We'll see if that changes today. Hopefully for his sake it does. Get back lined up for the grid here. So we just await a couple cars. Just missing that Williams of Archie. In 4th, there he is, ghosting through all the cars. Very realistic. As now we get ready for 5 red lights coming on, and I believe Archie's lagged out again. It's the same. It's what happened to Cameron last week. As now the red lights are coming on. Cars revving it up here, and it's lights out and away we go. Edgar's and F1 Boy looks to be even off the start here. And I believe F1 Boy's actually got the jump here. Now into turn 1, he's got the inside line here. And he's going to be able to push Edgar's off a little bit. F1 Boy to the lead. We have a little bit of chaos towards the back. We'll see if anyone spins off. I believe we have nobody actually off track. Now down to the hairpin. Still side by side for this race. Lead F1 Boy. Just going to hold the inside. Edgar's running the curb on the outside. Does not get the traction down. And F1 Boy will lead down into turn number 4. No positions moving. Got Whammon and the Red Bull up now 5 positions. Cameron also up 4. As Archie's joined back, we'll see what happens with that. Same thing that happened last week with Cameron. Relatively quiet first lap, to be honest, for wet conditions and the super tight hairpin that we have at Austria. Beep Cheap now getting by GSR Luke for P4 side by side into turn 1. And I believe it's Luke ahead. Yeah, Luke is ahead on the outside line. Still being pressured though by Beep Cheap. Beep Cheap up position off the race start here. And he'll go down the inside into the hairpin. They bang wheels a little bit here. Luke trying to save the car. They got touched again, I think, by Beep Cheap. And Beep Cheap has spun him out. And that has brought out the full safety car. No retirement, but Luke. He got clipped there, I think, by Beep Cheap. We might have to review that one after the race. Beep Cheap, I think, was trying to straighten the car. Luke was losing it to the right a little bit. I'm not exactly sure whose fault that's going to be. I think more on Beep Cheap at the moment. Don't have the best evidence, though. Has brought out the full safety car. Anyone with front wing damage is going to be able to box now and get that fixed up. We have Archie still technically leading this race. As Cart's got 5 for ignoring yellow flag. Not sure what that was for. Yeah, Hissy and Luke both pitting. Luke obviously needs a front wing change. Hissy, I would assume, also is doing so. Both boxing onto new wet tires, so not gambling and going onto inters here. As Cameron collision with Chili in the back, the 2 racing points. And Chili picking up at 3, so not looking good for those guys back there. As Archie's left the session once again. F1 Boy trying to pass him. I don't know if he's allowed to. Seems he is. I say yeah, it could cause a big problem on the restart here. Let's see how that goes. Gonna try and get Archie back in. Yep, okay. Got some more fives rolling in. I'm not sure why it's giving them fives for ignoring yellow flags under a safety car when they're in the queue. So those will most likely be removed towards the end. And especially in stewarding, we'll see. But safety car not going to come in this time. Will be one more time around. F1 boy will be leading us back to green on lap number 5. As now everybody's caught back up. I say that, and one of the Red Bulls had to, as hot wives, I think it is. I have no idea. Stumped. I'll need to learn that for next week if I'm doing this again. So safety cars are going to come in this time. I wasn't paying attention, but this gap from 13th to 14th is quite large. Will they get back? I think they will, just barely. I don't actually know if they're going to get back. We'll go back to the front here. F1 boy gets to decide when to go. We'll see his gas input on the bottom. Still not deciding, still waiting, and he'll probably go out of this final corner, using it a little bit on the traction, but he's got a better start, and Archie letting by Edgar's, and bam, he'll drop back to his start position here. Now down to 5th. And yeah, the back half of the field just got screwed over. I'm not sure what happened. They were complaining about we have a yellow flag. That is Archie around after letting by the leaders. And he'll be back in the second pack here. As Bam is out of the race at the hairpin. I think he's been tagged. Anyone have wing damage from that? I'm not too sure. We'll have to check on the pit scenario. F1 boy driving away right now. Currently, I think F1 boy's made a mistake actually. He's made a big mistake, and now Edgar's all over him. F1 boy looks like he's actually gonna box along with Edgar's. Both of them pitting for I don't know why. What are they doing? Everyone's coming down to pit. So Steve Mahoney's gonna lead this race now. With half the field pitting on lap 6 coming to 7 here. Why? Do they have drive-thrus or something? No? What the heck? Every Oh, enters. Oh, yeah, yeah, that would make sense. Okay, now it all makes sense. Okay, so those Scotty Jets on enters here. He's gonna lead this race technically. He's ahead of F1 boy now. How much more grip do these enters have? It looks like a lot at the moment. Oh, can't fit 3 cars into one corner there. So it looks like the wets are starting to overheat for some drivers. They've elected to box the lap earlier here. And Scotty's going to run the outside of Thrasher. He's going to get the run off. Will he get the Red Bull as well? Might get him on exit here. Yeah, he's got a big run, and he's going to go to the inside. He'll take P9. More pitting. Steve Mahoney, Jensen Barley, Cart. 3rd, 4th, 5th at the moment. They'll drop back. I think Scotty is going to lead this race. And Davis, Super Women, Striker, all electing to stay a couple more laps. Hissy as well. And the Red Bull of Hot Wivels, I don't know. I think Scotty has pulled the best strategy to call I've ever seen to go for enters. 1 lap earlier than the rest of the field. And he's taken the net race lead. Now on the back of Hissy, coming to sector 2, now to turn 4. Won't be close enough, obviously, you could tell. But look at the grip advantage he's got on those enters. Those wets are overheating and they're wearing out now. Super, super fast. We should see Davis and Whammon boxing in the next lap. I would assume they would come this lap. And Hissy losing the back end. Sky's going to do the same move again. He's going to go right down the inside on the exit. And he'll take P4. Davis, Super Women, Striker all boxing here from the race lead. And Scotty is going to take the lead of the Grand Prix over F1 boy. Now on these inners, F1 boy does set the fastest lap of the race. So obviously, Scotty a little bit out of position right now, but we'll see how long he's going to be able to hold that. But he's got a pretty sizable gap, 1.5 seconds. Everybody else filing out. Simeone, he's kind of made the overcut work a little bit on those wets. He's gotten himself to 3rd, and Davis up to 4th as well. Davis ahead of his championship rival, Beeb Cheap, down in 7th at the moment. We'll see if Beeb Cheap can make up positions. Striker and Cameron going side by side into the hairpin as well. Still side by side, no contact made, I believe. And I believe Cameron's going to be able to hold it. He's got the inside line now for turn number 4, and he's ahead. Now Striker actually diving down the inside. He's going to go back around. And still side by side on the exit. They'll be side by side. Oh, comes to the sector 3 split line. Striker with a big snap of oversteer. And Cameron's going to get through, and now is following suit. Might be Luke. Luke looking for a move on Striker as well. Luke obviously qualified really high up. We've got a yellow flag. That is Cart. I believe Cart's spun, done a half spin. Very easy to do in these tricky conditions, especially at this racetrack. Archie setting your fastest lap of the race. The 113, he's got a lot of ground to make up if he wants to get somewhere. We've got another yellow flag. That is Hissy. And we've got a full safety car for, I'm not too sure. It would have been Archie. Archie's out of the race. Archie out of the race. Out of turn 1. And we've got another full safety car. So that'll minimize the gaps here at the front of the field. Got a big train that's going to be all looking to line up Scotty, F1 boy, Mahoney. As 10 laps in, 2 safety cars. This race might be one of the longer ones on the season. So, we'll bunch this field back up now. 18 left, Bama and Archie being our 2 retirees. So, probably gonna be next time by, depending on if Cart's able to catch back up to the pack. Renault master plan, yes sir. Scotty did pull probably the best strategy I've seen in a while. He went from mid to the pack too. Leading this race now. So we'll be going green coming to lap 12. Currently, our big championship boys kind of stuck in the middle of the pack. Davis highest up in 4th. Beep Cheap down in 7th. So we got some 5s rolling in again. We've got, again, another big gap. This time at 12th place instead of about 14th. A lot of 5s rolling in for ignoring yellow flags, and I just don't understand why. I've never seen that type of penalty before. So, safety car coming in. We'll get back up to the front of the field. Scotty decides when to go here. You can see his throttle input. He's going now out of the second to final corner, penultimate corner. Sorry for my very bad language. Scotty, looks like F1 boys actually got a better run off the corner here. Mahoney got loose sideways. We saw him out of the penultimate corner. Jensen is going to move up to 8th place ahead of MNK. And it looks like Scotty's going to hold the lead. F1 boy dangerously close to the back of him. And F1 boy, we're right on board with him. Here he comes. He's going to be looking for that race lead once again. Not going to be close enough this time, not using his overtake button. As Scotty does run really wide out of turn 4. He's just going to be able to get the exit and hold momentum through this second sector, coming to sector 3. Now Riles past MNK boy as well, down in 9th place. And Cart getting by Hesse towards the back as well. Beep Cheap looking on Edgars and Whammin on Davis currently. These two, Whammin and Davis, a bit of a rivalry forming between these two due to another league as well. Not a super like serious rivalry as Whammin picks up a 3-second on that exit there. We saw kind of more of a joking one. If you know from Alpha Racing League, then you'll know. But these two gonna be battling it out here. Whammin, I'm not sure if he's using no traction like he does. I know F1 boy is. F1 boy getting close to the lead Thrasher, and down in 15th, making up a place. And F1 boy still really close to this lead. New glitch where both people have to give the position back. Okay, well that's a great glitch to keep an eye on because this game does get better every update, doesn't it? Really appreciate all the love and support from Commentators for the online leagues. Obviously, it's just frustrating with all the glitches and sign outs that people have, and it really sucks that we really haven't had any word from the developers, as now F1 boy gonna be sizing up a move on Scotty here at the turn 3. Will he get the move to the inside? He's gonna look for it, locking up, still side by side on the exit. F1 boy gets the traction out. Scotty a little bit loose, and F1 boy is gonna take back his lead. Scotty not done yet though, using overtake down to the inside now. Braking later, he's gonna push F1 boy out a little. F1 boy's actually done the crossover, and he's got back the lead. What a move. I fully agree, Matrix. The career mode, it's great as it is right now, but we do need some love for online and this incredible racing that we currently have, and every league can really have. And hopefully we do get that issue addressed in the next couple weeks. Otherwise, we'll have some very unhappy customers. But it's still very close between everyone. Whammon and Davis. Davis did get passed by Whammon, did not catch that. Riles boxing here on lap number 16. Davis trying to size up Whammon for a move. Scotty running wide, losing another position down now to 4th. He's going to be falling back slightly here, as now looking for a move on Whammon. I think the rain is gone now. Riles is on hards. We'll keep track of his progress towards the back here. The rain is completely dissipated. Nothing on track. Does not seem like Riles is gaining anything just yet. We'll keep track of him on those hards. Those hards will make it to the end easy. Scotty losing grip here. Has been on the inners the longest. 9 laps on those. Should see some drivers opting to dive it down. You can see the delta rising on Davis here. He was 4.5 tenths down on his time. F1 boy, yes, he is going to come down to pit road here. Or pit lane, sorry, I'm American. C. Mahoney, Super Women, Davis, Edgars, Beeb Cheeb, Scotty, Jensen stays out actually. So Jensen's going to be electing to go another lap here. And Ed, pit lane all full. Both Red Bulls stay out, so that is not ideal for them. Mediums, softs for Whammon, softs for Scotty. Interesting choices there. We'll see if they can make it to the end on those. That'll be very tight. Everybody else opting for some mediums. Riles on the hards. He's going to gain a lot of positions here, I think. I think he's made a good strategy call. He's going to come out. Yes, he's going to come out behind Whammon into 11th place. Still a lot of cars yet to pit. We've got 6 cars out front. Edgars has jumped F1 boy, and so has Davis. F1 boy has been jumped. I think he had to serve a 5 actually. Yeah, that would be it. F1 boy had to serve the 5 second, I would believe, under safety car that we had. I'm interested to see how these guys on the softs, and I'm interested to see what they do. I don't know if they'll make it. Super Whammon going for a move down the inside. That's not going to work on F1 boy. We got yellow flag towards the back. There's MNK boy around. He's facing the wrong direction. And rest of the field opting to pit this time. I would hope they would for their sakes. Yeah, pit window open. It says softs can make it from lap 18, so it'll be very interesting to see if they can stretch them. Now, we'll see how much more pace they'll have on those softs. Just a Barley on AI. And Scotty's gonna come from a long way back on that AI. He'll take 5. So everyone pretty much onto the mediums. We've got 3 that have opted not to do that. We've got F1 Boy defending from Whammon. Whammon has gone around the outside on those new soft tires. He'll be making a charge towards the front. F1 Boy will try and follow him through. Scotty also on the softs. We'll see if he has the same type of pace that Whammon seems to have right now. Edgar's picking up a 3-second from the lead. That could be crucial towards the end. We'll check that soon. A lot of 3 seconds going to be coming in, and fastest laps galore now as we cross the start-finish line. Scotty setting the fastest moment with the 107. Whammon picking up a 3-second on the exit as well there. F1 Boy has DRS off of Whammon, so Scotty's not going to be close enough here. Got a little skirmish here for P8. Looks like Chili is let by Luke. 2 GSR teammates. Luke will be back up to 8th on a comeback drive at the moment. And Scotty and F1 Boy, they've collided. F1 Boy's around. Reversing back, and he'll be back underway here from 9th. Not sure exactly if they touched or not. I would assume so. No way he spins there, I would think. But F1 Boy. Oh, you just gotta feel for him. Bad luck. Always. So him and Luke, 2 Alfa Romeos, they'll both be looking for a comeback drive. Beepchi with a 3-second, down in 17th. Not a good day for him. A lot of championship contenders all over the place. Davis is looking to take the championship lead out of this. Little battle, 11th and 12th kart to the outside now. Side by side now. Cameron's left the nose in, but Carr's gone around the outside. He's got that move done. Up to 11th for him. 1 position off the points. Currently F1 Boy holds that final points paint position. These 2 right now, 3rd and 4th. These are the 2 that I'm watching, because they're on the new softs. They'll have a lot more pace than those top 2 at the moment. See if they can capitalize while the tires last. Edgar's kind of had a quiet day, to be honest, up in 1st. Pulled a good strategy call, pitting with everybody else. Didn't actually get held up in the Ferrari pit box, which is surprising to me. It's good for him. And now looking for battles. Got a big train here now starting to form behind Riles on those hards. Those hards are not going to feel too good right now compared to everyone else on those mediums and softs. Mahoney and Chili side by side. Mahoney was off the track. Chili was down towards the, almost towards the pit entry. Whammon in another 3 seconds. He's not had a good time with those. And still side by side. And Chili's gonna go around here, kind of force the move. I don't believe that is Mahoney's fault. We've got Riles and Luke going around the outside. And Luke will now take his 6th position, as Chili stranded at the exit of turn number 1. Just tried to force the move. It wasn't exactly there, I think. Scotty and Whammon still together. Whammon's picked up a lot of penalties, Scotty is not. We'll actually go and check that now. We'll go through some penalties for everybody. We've got Edgar's in the lead currently with 9 seconds. Davis only 3 with 2 warnings. So 3 seconds for David. Davis is currently in this race then. Whammon, he's picked up 9 seconds of penalties as well. Scotty with just 2 warnings, I believe. He's probably served that 5-second already. So Scotty's all clear, along with Jensen, Bartley, and Luke. So 4 people now with Riles. No penalties. Good on them. As well as Mahoney, 5. There's F1 Boy with a 3-second. And Cart has 6. And Cameron, 3. MNK is 3 as well. Back to the action now. Lance pulled out a little bit of a gap as Stryker picks up a 3-second. Scotty picking up his first of the day. Just as we caught back on board with him. Mahoney on the back of Riles now for 7th place. As the sun's starting to peek out. Oh, super swirly on the exit for Mahoney. He's gonna have to save that. Got a car off. That is chilly. Letting leaders by, I would assume. Yeah, that would be the leaders coming through now. Mahoney on Riles. Does he have enough out of this section? It is sometimes a passing opportunity if you get a good enough run. We saw Scotty do it twice in a row. Doesn't look like... Actually, he's going to go for it. He's going to go to the inside now of Riles. Side by side, and Mahoney's got the move done. What a move from Mahoney. He's picked up a 3-second, though. Oh, unlucky. Just barely off the track. That was a great move by Mahoney. Unfortunately, picking up the penalty. He's going to have to defend a little bit now from Riles. And he's got F1 Boy trying to charge back. They've made contact. Riles and F1 Boy. The unlucky streak for F1 Boy continues. He is going to fall outside the points. I think they've made contact. Riles a little bit slow on the apex. F1 Boy carrying a little bit more speed and just nowhere to go. F1 Boy now around the outside of MNK Boy making more contact, and he's lost the car on MNK. MNK is not going to be too happy about that one. Again, the streak continues for F1 Boy. Just not had any luck, as now Cameron gets to the outside of Riles. Riles with the wing damage. He's going to have to limp that back to the pits. And probably bolt on some softs to try and get a fastest lap going. But this battle for the lead continues. Davis and Scotty both on 3 seconds of penalties. And then Whammon and Edgar's both with 9. They're kind of out of it at the moment. But currently, Davis holding the lead. So Davis has been closing in on Edgar's. Whammon and Scotty been closing in on Davis. So everybody in the top 4 starting to inch closer and closer together. We got a little battle pack forming down in 13th, 14th, 15th. As MNK looking to overtake Stryker. Not going to use the overtake button though, although he's a lot of it. As always picked up a 3-second, trying to use up that curb on the entry. Luke onto the back of Jensen as well, but Luke's used up all of that battery. But he's trying to make up for lost ground that he, obviously, if you remember back to lap number 1 or 2, he He was dropped all the way down to last place. As Cart and Cameron side by side of the hairpin. Cart's got the move for now. Cameron fighting back with the overtake button engaged. He's going to go to the inside here. Cart's going to be able to keep it around the outside. He's got more battery to use, and he's going to hold that 8th place. As Whammon has actually come down to box. Taking off the softs, so he doesn't believe they're gonna make it. So now it's a game of what does Scotty have to do? Does Scotty also have to pit, or is he gonna be able to stretch those all the way out? Obviously, if he pits now, you only have to do 8 laps on some new softs, and they'll be super fresh because they do not have any qualifying laps on them. Riles takes fastest lap down in 16th. That is 1 extra bonus point for him. Obviously, not having the day he wanted. Luke on the back of Jensen still. Oh, little swirly on exit there. Scotty stays out again, so I think Scotty's going to try and go the distance on those softs. It'll be super difficult to pull off. As Scotty's losing time hand over fist now to Davis as well. As I said, he's starting to gain back on him. Luke looking for a move on Jensen here. Not going to be close enough. Cameron and Cart still very close on track here. Cameron's going to look for a move. Will he go down the inside? Not into the hairpin, no. Might look for the move here using overtake out of the traction zone. You can see how much that really hurts you. Was not able to get the power down. As now he's actually under pressure from Beep Cheap. Beep Cheap's gone down the inside. And still side by side between the pair here. And Beep Cheap just forcing him a little bit off. Scotty picking me 3 second on the old softs. And Beep Cheap is going to take P9. But really, any points Beep Cheap's able to get here is going to be good for him. Whammon picking me 3 seconds. Whammon is currently in 7th on those new softs. We'll see if he is able to get anything. But he does have a lot of penalties, so not sure how much he'll be able to get out of this. As Luke finally, oh, he's not gotten by Jensen just yet. Went for the dive, and Jensen stays ahead for the time being. Scotty's going to have to take those softs another 6 laps. I don't know if that's going to be possible. We'll see in a couple minutes time. Short lap time, only a minute around here. So just a couple minutes left in this. Oh, Luke losing a little bit on that curb. As Cart still has a huge pack behind him. Cart holding off championship leader Beep Cheap at the moment. This Beep looking, he's kind of faking a move there. As Whammon has gotten by Mahoney. Mahoney, I don't think, has fought that off too much. Or Whammon will set after Jensen and Luke here, on track at least. But now Beep Cheap, DRS and overtake engaged on Cart. Does he have enough into the hairpin? Cart defending the inside nicely. Beep Cheap's gonna have to go the long way around here. Cart gonna hold it. Beep Cheap still on the outside. And Cart's gonna be able to hold that position. He's got the DRS. Good defense from Cart. Beep Cheap too far back to take home that 8th place right now. Hissy, Cameron, F1 Boy, all in this train. MNK Boy could be here in a couple minutes time. Rouse has gotten by Hot Willis. Deep Cheap on the back of cart out of the final corner. Still looking for the move. He'll have the overtake open. He'll look to the outside. Cart defending nicely. Now down to the inside. Beep Cheap to the hairpin. Still side by side. He's broke late. He's broken way too late. He's forced Cart off. A little bit of Verstappen and Leclerc, if you remember from last year. Beep Cheap always disconnected right in front of us. Oh no. We're gonna try and get him back in here. He's joined back. It's gonna be a little too late. He's already dropped back to 12th, 13th now. Oh man, that is so unlucky. As now, look at this. Scotty Jets on those super old softs. Now pressured from Jensen and Luke behind in 4th and 5th. Scotty still has to take those softs another 3 laps. I don't know if they're gonna make it, man. Beep Cheap boxing. I think his AI might have done that. So that'll be Beep Cheap's race over and done with. Scotty just gonna have to try and hold on best he can here to a podium spot. Not sure exactly what the penalty situation's gonna be. Thrasher dives into the pits out of the way of these guys. Jensen's picked up a 3-second on that exit. Now Luke all over the back of him. Not gonna go for the move though. Jensen using the overtake a little bit. He's got more battery to burn. Same as amount as Scotty. He's got... Oh, actually, there's a battle for the lead. I didn't even see this. Davis has gone down the inside of Edgar's. Edgar's now switching back to the inside, using overtake on the exit. He's got DRS on Davis. I think Edgar's going to hold the race lead for the time being. Davis, not much battery to use. Just a couple laps to go. Keep track of Scotty. No puncture just yet. I'm still not certain if those softs are going to make it. We got a yellow flag. That is Mahoney off at the hairpin. Does he have a puncture? Does not. Going to be able to continue on in 7th. Just got to make sure he doesn't get caught up by this pack behind him. Luke picking a 3-second from 4th. Luke out of battery completely. Scotty pick up a 3 as well on those old softs. Gotta just take him home 2 more times around this circuit. And I think he's got the puncture. No, he doesn't. Just that much grip he's lost. Whammon's already got by him. Whammon gonna be looking to try and take the podium back on track. Davis and Edgars. Davis currently leads this race off penalties. And I think he will win it, barring any incidents. Whammon catching up to Luke and Jensen as well. Oh, Luke getting swarmy on the exit. Whammon's gonna have a chance here. Not going to be close enough. Not close enough into the penultimate corner, will he? As Luke, oh, he's gone really wide. Luke's got a puncture on that left rear. Luke's got a puncture on 17-lap-old mediums. What does that mean for Scotty and the other competitors? They have to be careful on those mediums now with 1 lap to go here. We've got a little bit of drama on our hands. Will anyone else get a puncture? Luke's going to try his best to limp this back around in 6th place. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to do that. I don't think he's going to get back in 6th at all. He's going to probably lose out points. A traumatic end for Luke. Scotty's still on the softs. I don't know if he's gonna make it. He's just limping it around in 5th place. Davis picking up at 3-2. That could be crucial. I'm not too sure. Davis is going to look for the move on Edgar's here. But I think it's going to be Edgar's winning on the track here. Luke already out of the points, unfortunately. Davis is actually going to fight him to the line here. Edgar's is going to take it on track. Davis off of penalties. Davis is going to be a race winner here in Austria. A good day from him. He'll take the championship lead with that effort. Jensen going to round out your podium. As Scotty, oh, he's out. Scotty's out from 5th place. He got a puncture in the penultimate corner. He's lost the car, and Steve Mahoney might take 4th if he doesn't have too many penalties. Luke has spun around. That's 2 punctures on the final lap, and Mahoney has picked up 4th. Hissey is also taken 5th out of this. A solid recovery drive from Hissey. He was last place at one point in this race. Wham, down to 6th. Cart is going to take 7th. MNK Boy 8th. Cameron and Riles is going to take your final points paying position off of F1 Boy. Late drama here in Austria. Davis is going to take your race win over Edgar's. Jensen rounds out your podium. Holy cow, we had 2 punctures on the final lap there. Luke on the mediums and Scotty 2 corners away on the softs. He would have had maybe even a podium if the penalties went in his favor. So it'll be Davis taking your championship lead away from Beeb Cheeb after Beeb Cheeb's unfortunate day. Davis is going to take your championship lead. Edgar, with a solid day, led pretty much the whole race, but unfortunately picked up 1 more penalty than Davis today. And right now your podium is going to be Jensen. Jensen, another great day from him. With Super Women taking your fastest lap as well, that's an extra point towards him. Mahoney, Hissey round out your top 5. 2 very solid days for them. Hissey all the way climbing from 15th on the grid. Cart taking home 7th after a couple punctures on that final lap, give him an extra position. MNK Boy taking 8th. Cameron 9th. Riles round out your top 10. F1 Boy first outside the points, another unlucky streak for him. Striker, Beep Cheeb, Hot Wibbles, Scotty and Luke got a feel for those 2 crashing on the final lap. Luke with the puncture tried to limp it back around, was never going to work. And Scotty, penultimate corner, lost the car, went straight into a wall. Can't do much with that. Thrasher is going to finish your race 17th. Chile in 18th, and there were 2 DNFs today were Archie and Alabama Outlaw. So next weekend, I will check your track coming up. Next weekend in GSR, we've got Canada, so another big penalty track, to be honest. Canada next week, we've got Tier 4 on the Friday at 4:45 p.m. Eastern, 9:45 UK. Tier 3, 2:15 on the Saturday for America East, and that'll be 7:15 for you guys in the United Kingdom. Tier 1 follows that at 4 p.m. East, and that's 9 at UK time. And then finally, again, Tier 2 will be back again at 3 p.m. US Eastern and 8 p.m. in the UK. So that'll wrap up the action from Austria. We've had 4 very solid races, I would say. And hopefully coming into Canada next week, people are going to be practicing to get those penalties down. It'll be very difficult on track limits. Big wheel track as well, with the quick change of direction. So we'll see who comes out on top next weekend for round number 10 in Canada. I'm GSR Axe. That'll be it for the stream today. Thank you all for tuning in and keeping up to date. We'll see you next Friday for some Tier 4 around Canada. Peace out.